All right, good evening, Who That Nation. Welcome to the WDN Chatline podcast. This is the host CB, and I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I know yesterday was Easter, Resurrection Day. Hope you guys had a blast yesterday. As far as the podcast, man, it's been a minute since I've been on here. Had the NFC South Roundtable. After that, man, I got busy helping family move, so I was unable to really get to the podcast business, but you guys forgive me for that. I think it was about a good week and a half. Had some topics I wanted to put out there, but since all the moving stuff is over, everybody is satisfied. Now I can get back to business, which is the New Orleans Saints. So tonight I'm gonna bring you guys a topic. I have three topics this week. One of the topics was going to coincide until this show tonight, but I decided not to go live because my scouting report, I left it at my job, so I don't have it on me. It was going to be scouting report on 5 players. Didn't have time to go back and do it again. So what I'm going to do, I can make that its own show on Thursday night. I do it Thursday night. I make that its own show, but tonight I can get on this topic without that. So basically, I had a question of the week that I put out. This show that I'm doing now was supposed to be it when I put out question of the week about 2 weeks ago. You guys be on the lookout for that. That's something new that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put out a question of the week in the shorts. So you guys just look out for that. Think about it, and then I'm gonna come with a show. But the question of the week, it was basically talking about Kayla Saunders and Nathan Shepard. Has we done enough on the defensive line to make our defense, very solid? I'll just keep it at that. I forgot exactly how I announced it, but it's in that ball range. And that's basically what tonight's show is. It's going to be based off of Kayla Saunders and Nathan Shepard. With the addition of these two guys, does that take our defensive line to the next level, or does it keep it, what question marks in it? So that's what I'm going to talk about tonight. And once again, I'm sorry for being live. I definitely wanted to interact with y'all. But it's going to be a short show, so just stay tuned. So let's just go ahead and get started. I'm going to start out with Kayla Saunders. As you guys know, we signed him to a 3-year, $12.3 million deal. The buzz about him coming in was he was a 2-time Super Bowl champ. He was very athletic. As you guys know, the man was he got video of him doing backflips and stuff like that. He's an up-and-coming player. This past season was his best season. Some of his stats in the 2022 season, he had 48 total tackles, 3.5 sacks, and 3 tackles for loss. PFF gave him a rating of 60.2. And I'm a Madden player. I love playing Madden. I just went to the Madden ratings and see how peers, just the Madden creators, just see how they view this guy. They gave him a 70 Madden rating. And DA at the owners meeting, he talked about Kayla Saunders, compared him to Hollis Thomas. For the ones who know about Hollis Thomas, he was here when Sean Payton was here his first season. Came from the Philadelphia Eagles. You guys know he was a very solid player for us, a very good run stopper. Kind of compared him to that guy. We'll see how it pans out. I will say this about Kayla Saunders. He was not a starter for the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm going to reiterate that again. Kayla Saunders was not a starter for the Kansas City Chiefs. And I say that twice because I'm not the guy that's going to hoop, hop, and jump around, just because we signed the guy in free agency. And I'm not saying, like I said, just listening to Chiefs fans and stuff like that, they say this guy's up and coming. I hope he's up and coming. We've dealt with a lot of up and coming players, especially on the defensive line where you seen talent and stuff, and it really didn't pan out. I do know this guy dealt with a few injuries prior to last season. He was able to control his injuries, and he produced pretty well according to Chiefs fans. Not to be a starter, had 3.5 sacks, 48 total tackles. You got to look at the guys he was playing behind. Chris Jones. Playing behind guys like Chris Jones. He still got in when his name was called and was able to produce. Hey, that gives us hope. And this contract really tells a lot too, that this is not starter defensive tackle money. So we just gotta wait and see what happens when we get this guy in. Like I said, the athleticism, bad flips and stuff, it's good in this stuff. Very good athletic player. I think he ran the ball a few times. Just little stuff like that. Or you got that jumbo type, that jumbo player. You may put him at the fullback, stuff like that. So the guy had definitely shown that athleticism. But like me, I'm not gonna jump over the fence just yet, because if the plan is to start Kalen Sanders, I don't know what we're gonna get. I can't say that that's gonna help most of the defensive line. I can't say that is an upgrade from David Onyemata or Shy Tuttle. To be exact, I can't even go that far to say it's an upgrade over Shy Tuttle just yet. So next we can go to Nathan Shepard. Let's go to Nathan Shepard right quick. Nathan Shepard, he signed a 3-year, $15 million deal. The buzz around him was last offseason, the Jets re-signed him to a 1-year, it's like a vet minimum deal. They didn't want him to leave, they brought him back. Another thing, he was another rotational player. He was not a starter. As we know who Sheldon Rankins is. Sheldon Rankins, former Saints player. He was playing behind Sheldon Rankins and Quentin Williams. Y'all know Quentin Williams a dog, but he was playing behind those two guys. So this is another guy that was not a starter in the 2022 season. Let's just keep on going. What DA said, DA compared him to David Onyemata. Basically, the traits is David Onyemata, good run stopper. Stop stuff, creates havoc at the line of scrimmage, calls plays not to fully develop, run plays, etc. We will see what happens. A few stats for him. He had 33 total tackles. He had 1.5 sacks, 0 QB pressures. So when I seen stats like that, that pretty much tell me that he's not, a very good pass rusher. He's not going to be the guy that's just going to be hauling ass to the quarterback. And that's okay if he's able to create havoc. Like a David Onyemata, he was able to create havoc in his good days, and he was starting to get to the quarterback. So he was starting to become a force, but we don't have him. We don't have him no more. So that's pretty much it with that. I see Whitley Jeremiah in the building. Said, "What's up, CB? What's good with you, Whitley Jeremiah? Welcome." So I don't know. We got two guys that wasn't starters on their team last season. So to me, I really can't hoop over the fence for that. I'm gonna give it. I give the signers a C+. I'm gonna give it a C+ because I don't know what to expect from these guys. So I just can't, like I said, I can't hop over the fence for these guys. And the contract details, this is not starter money. This is not starter defensive tackle money. So if this additions help bolster the defensive line, I'm not sure. Remains to be seen. In which, like I stated earlier, the notes, the scouting report that I had, that I left at my job, I was going to bring that in fruition. Bringing out what defensive tackles and defensive ends could possibly be available at 29. But that would be a show for Thursday night. So that's basically it for the night. Who That Nation just wanted to get on here, just do a quick video talking about these two guys. The free agent grade, just in as a whole, I would give the Saints right now, including Derek Carr, I give it a C plus. Sticking with a C plus. Because Derek Carr, he showed me some good, he showed me some not so good, but with these other guys, Nathan Shepard, as far as his ceiling, he going on 29-30. So I really can't say that he has a ceiling. I mean, he's been in the lead a good bit. So I can't, like I said, I can't say that he has a ceiling. But as far as with Kalen Saunders, 25-26, he really in his prime year right now. So I believe he still has a ceiling to be reached. And let's know he was behind some heavyweight defensive tackles. So you got to look at that. I mean, could that have been why he wasn't out there? I don't know. Could he have been a starter on other teams? I don't know. I'm not, just gonna hop on no bandwagon yet. He got to show me what he can do. But that's basically it. Who That Nation. That's all I had for the night. Like I said, I couldn't tie, the scout report into this, but we'll do that on Thursday night. We'll do a scout report, and also tomorrow night, just be on the lookout. I'm going to do another show on. I can make that one live. I should be able to make that one live. We're going to be talking about the receiver group. Is receiver something the Saints should look at in the draft, or have we done enough at receiver? Oh, we brought back Mike Thomas, but just say if Mike Thomas go down, is Brian Edwards going to be that guy that can step in? Do we need to bring Jarvis back? I mean, these are kind of questions that we can ask ourselves. And to say that we're late in free agency, I'm not going to say that, because if you look at free agency last year, we didn't bring in Honey Badger till right around this time last year. Honey Badger and Jarvis, they came in around the same time, if I'm not mistaken, around April. So we still got some things to do in free agency. But like I said, right now it's just a C plus, because it's a lot of unknown, and we haven't brought in no guy that has completely proved himself that it's going to be a plug-in straight go. Brian Edwards have shown some good flashes. He's not going to be a starter, so I really, for his role, I give that a B. I give that a B signing. Just for his rotational role, that's a good rotational piece. Brian Edwards, he definitely made his stamp against us in the past. I believe it was not this last matchup, but the one where we was out there in Vegas. I think he was getting off on us too a little bit, but we're familiar with him. Great signing. Like I said, I'll talk about that tomorrow night. So y'all guys be on the lookout for that. But that's basically it, Who That Nation. Just a quick video talking about the defensive line. The defensive line, I am not satisfied yet, because it's not that I don't trust these two signings. I don't know what to expect from these guys. You got one that's, they say he up and coming. I hope so, because he is safe. Nathan Shepard, I'm not sure what to expect. DA said he's a good run stopper. We shall see. Hopefully he can come in and provide us something. But other than that, it's just a wait and see. I believe we need to address defensive line in this draft, starting 29. At 29, I think that needs to be our area that we need to attack first, regardless of these signings with the defensive tackles. 29, and especially if one of these guys fall. So one of these top defensive linemen fall, whether it's an end or a tackle. Because right now we don't even have a defensive end opposite Cam Jordan. We got Payton Turner, but we don't know if he's going to be healthy or not. So we got a lot of uncertainty on that defensive line. I mean, even with Marcus Davenport, I know he left us which I'm not really whining about. But even him being there, that was going to be uncertain just due to him being out on the field. Yeah, when he was on the field, lately he gave us a half a sack. So we got a lot of question marks, man, at defensive end. You know, this is the second defensive end we done drafted that's been injury prone. Payton Turner, I don't trust him right now. Not that I don't trust him as a starter, he's not healthy. So I don't trust him to be out on the field to provide us service. And then we brought in two guys that's, you talking about $3.5 million a year. That's not starter money. I don't know what to expect from these guys. You know, I'm rooting for them. I'm behind them. I don't know what to expect. And then we got Cam Jordan. Cam Jordan, the only guy on the defensive line that I'm confident in. That's not good. That's not good at all. So once again, hopefully at 29, you know, we can address that. Whether it's an end or a tackle, I don't care nothing about. We gotta wait and see how Payton Turner knows. We can't do that. We gotta get the next up and coming defensive lineman whether that's the tackle or end spot. We gotta get that next up and coming player. In year 2, Payton Turner hadn't even given us 10 games. I think I'm stretching that with 10 games. I'm talking about 10 full games. I don't think he's given us that yet. So with that next, we just gotta hope they do the right thing, man. They done the right thing last year. We were saying receiver. I mean, obviously receiver. That was no question we had to address that. So that was something that was a no-brainer. This right here, I don't know. DA may see these guys different. He definitely has more tape on them than I have seen, you know, for him to even sign these guys. So, like I said, we'll see. Will these guys be starters? It looks like the plan is for these guys to be in the trenches starting. I don't know. But if so, hopefully they provide better than Shy Tuttle and David Onyemata. Hopefully, Kayla Saunders, they saying he up and coming. Hopefully he explode. But we still got to address a defensive line spot at 29. Because even if these two guys come in, we got that vacant defensive end spot. I'm not putting Payton Turner in that slot. He got to show that he can be consistent out on the field as far as with his injuries, with his health. Stay healthy, and then I can trust you. But other than that, Who That Nation, man, y'all be sure to like, subscribe, follow the page. Just a short show tonight. I didn't have my scouting report once again, but I'm going to be doing 3 shows this week. So I think that's going to be the most shows I've done on the podcast. So just be on the lookout. Tomorrow night we're going to be talking about the receiver. Is receiver something that we need to address early in the draft, not at 29? I'm talking about early second round. Is that something we need to address? We'll see. And then the other show is going to be addressing the linebackers. So really, I got the receivers I want to talk about, the linebacker position I want to talk about, because we got to get that next up and coming linebacker, get them grooving. Caden Ellis, it was looking like he was going to be that guy, but he left in free agency. So we got to find that next guy. Not trying to push DeMario out. You just got to have that next guy that you can depend on if somebody goes out. Because if somebody goes out right now, it's DeMarco Jackson. Chase Hansen, he had a good preseason. Obviously, he couldn't hold on to his good play because he didn't get on the active roster. So last season it was Caden Ellis. So we shall see Who That Nation. But once again, you guys, please like, subscribe, follow the page. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night. This is the WDN Chatline podcast. And I'm out. Who that?